I don't know where the fuck our relationship is going, but every time I'm with you, it's fucking your grandma's there, your cousin's there, and this is just fucking weird. I don't like. If we extrapolate what the fuck's going on, I really do see us breaking up. I ain't tripping. Tell me if I am tripping, but this isn't what we had 3 years ago when we were separate and non-Hong Kong. Hong Kong fucked shit up, so I don't know. You let me know. I think if you're straight up about it, maybe that'll be give the guy a nut check, and he's like, fuck, you know what? You're right. Like I've just been fucking spending my money and just fucking around with friends all day, and you know what? Maybe I am about to lose the person I love the most, and that'll give him a reality check.
Yeah, I mean that's great advice. Like I feel like that's what you have to do. You have to just be straight up with people because they can't read your mind. And like I'm gonna keep saying this because I'm a flawed human being and I do this all the time, right?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
And I mean, it's something that you constantly have to work at, and I'm telling you, I get it. Like you just feel like you're being naggy or you're being like overly attached, but you know, you gotta pull yourself out of that comfort zone and say, fuck, I hate feeling this way. Why do I feel this way? And you just have to tell them.
And to prevent yourself from being overly attached, one thing you can do is, I think people, they come off overly attached when they try to present it as a one-way street. So they're like, hey, you know what? I want to have dinner with you fucking 8 days a week, all the time, and I want dinners to be 6 hours long. Yeah, of course.
That's super really
Yeah, but if you're like, hey, you know what? Like, you know what would be nice to me if it was 3 times a week, you know, just less than half. And the other 3 days, go out with your friends, do whatever. There's a compromise, but at least there's something that we can hold on to make it seem like our relationship is still on the right track. And I think things like that will make it seem like, okay, cool, this bitch isn't crazy.
No, definitely. I feel like there needs to be a balance for sure. There needs to be an open line of communication. There needs to be balance. And the fact that like it kind of already going in the direction where he feels like he needs to lie to you, like that's a whole nother thing that you need to tackle, and that you need to be like, hey, why do you feel like you can't directly talk to me? Because just reading your message also, it sounds like you make a lot of excuses because you're like, well, we eat with his family all the time and it's never us two. But I mean, it's okay,
it's fine, yeah.
And I'm cool with that. And that's probably something that you do in your relationship. That you keep like, you keep having to conform. And you're obviously not happy with it. So you're always like, okay, I guess we'll hang out with your friends again, but I really haven't hung out with you in 6 months. But no, I mean, I'm okay with it. Like, that's probably something that you might want to stop doing because you're just not going to be happy.
On the same token, though, you also want to self-reflect because maybe it's not the dude's fault.
For sure.
Because like the whole other side of what we don't know is we're just taking a letter for face value, right? What could possibly be happening is maybe this girl is texting him like every hour. What are you doing? And he goes like, I'm just adjusting people's necks. Oh yeah? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? You know, like maybe this person is super duper attached, which makes the guy want to go, fuck, I need some space. Like you're texting me all the time. You're trying to fucking FaceTime me. You're trying to be fucking my Samantha from her. Like I'm just trying to fucking, I need some space. So why don't I bring my family in so we can like, you know, this girl's trying to bone me at work or like, you know what I mean? Like it could be a lot of other things that is making him want to push you away and like,
yeah, for sure.
I need a breather. And you know, it's not you. I'm not fucking Mark over here. Me and Mark are literally, we're just gonna go out and grab a couple beers and just chill the fuck out without you texting me like every 5 minutes. That's high possibility too. Because a lot of times when shit happens, the first thing goes like, you son of a bitch, I know you're blah, 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 it's not like this, but sometimes it's an indirect result.
Or it could just be indirect result, and he's just probably reacting to what you're doing. Not only that, but in terms of self-reflection, maybe also you can self-reflect and be like, wait, should I even be feeling negatively about this? Because I remember when you and I first started dating, it never really was just us two. It was like us two and your mom, or us two and the homies. And initially, I never voiced this to you in the beginning, but initially within like the first like couple months, I was like, holy shit, like I want to be with you by ourselves. I don't want your mom.
You do more of those sneaky kisses, like.
Ew.
Ooh la la.
No, I just wanted to hang out with you. I wanted to connect with you without like a third wheel in the way. And not only until after I like self-reflected and I was like, well, wait, why do I feel negative about this? And I was able to come to a conclusion that, hey, he doesn't see his parents all the time, and they're both divorced, and he only has a certain amount of time to spend with this person, a certain amount of time to spend with this person, and you just adjust, and it made sense in my head now, and then I no longer had those negative feelings. But I think I even voiced it to you, and we were able to come to like a medium ground, or like a conclusion where it was like, okay, you know what, we'll do every other weekend with my mom, and I'll reserve this time for you, and it was great. I mean, it worked out. But definitely going back to the self-reflection, make sure that you're not just tripping. Like, think about it. Like, why do I feel bad about this? Think about that first, and then if you're like, well, wait, you know what? These feelings are valid. Like, I do still feel bad about it. Then you open up to him, and then you say, hey, you know what? I thought about all these different angles. I thought it was me. These are the conclusions I came up with. I still feel bad about it. What do you think, honey? Or what do you think, baby? And then I feel like this is when the relationship really starts happening and it starts growing, or you can actually realize, like, you know what? You're not the person I thought you were. So it's so important to talk to him after you have like a clear idea of how you're feeling and why it is that you came up with the conclusion that you did.
And when you think back, make sure you think back far, because you guys have been already together for like 5-6 years almost?
4 or 5 years, yeah.
So when you've been together for that long, a lot of the problems or issues that arise, they're not rooted from something that happened like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
It's probably something that dates back to a certain time. Because I know, like, me and my mom, like when we're chilling, or me and my dad when we're chilling, it could easily go from a conversation that's cool to all of a sudden, fuck, mom, again, are you serious? And people that aren't around us, they'll be like,
wow,
why are you talking to your mom like that?
Yeah.
Or like, why do you talk to your son like that? And it's because it's something that's rooted way back from fucking 15 years ago, where my mom's forcing me to do something, and so the lightest like reminder of something that happened back then, it kind of makes it explode exponentially.
For sure.
So whatever issues you may have, you might want to go back and be like, wait, is this something that we've already experienced back in college? And it's causing this to be this way. There's a lot of dissecting that you have to do. But the most important thing is when you do this dissecting, do it with yourself so you're clear. And then the first person you dissect with is that you're a dude, because you don't want to be dissecting with your girlfriends, because they weren't there.
We don't know both sides.
And they're gonna throw in shit that don't even matter. Like, I know that fool is out cheating. Oh my God, these are signs of cheating for sure. Then you're gonna get all these weird ideas in your head that probably don't even exist and ruin a relationship.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. That's like hands down the best advice that you can give anyone. And also, like, seriously, you guys should really like commend yourselves for being in a long distance relationship and like going past that, because I know when people are in that long distance relationship, they can't keep it together. So that's like huge.
Yeah, you guys lasted forever.
Yeah, that's like a huge deal. And I know that the transition from being apart to now moving your lives back together, I know that in itself is very difficult. So I don't know how long you guys have been living together now, or like living in the same, I guess, city now, but that can also be contributing to that, because you guys aren't used to being around each other so much. So that's also another question that you guys should definitely explore and see if maybe that's contributing to how you guys are feeling about each other. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Bart actually had the opportunity to answer one of his own fan emails, and this guy's talking about how he's in with this girl, and this girl likes a particular type of guy, and he feels he's not that type of guy. What should this guy do? So go ahead and visit Bart's channel to hear the advice that he had to give him. Our very first relationship video, we talked about how we first got together, and it was like this magical experience where all the stars aligned and the birds and the doves kept giving us all these crazy signs to be together, be together, be together.